Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited. Hold on, I gotta close
uh,
the
I'm
window.
I'm excited too. I'm like, ah, oh, I
Yes.
missed your chapter. Why do you want to go by KJ? So I'm legally changing my name.
Really? Oh my gosh, I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, what is she gonna change it to? Have you
It'll be
decided?
Kendra J. So my
Oh.
best friend and my best friend's mom, is my mom
Mhm.
basically. Not basically, but she is my mom. They picked out my name, so like my mom named me again. So it's super cool. It's super
Oh,
cool.
that's
Yeah.
fun. I'm happy for you.
Yes. Yes, me too. It's exciting.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you've had a session, correct, before?
I have not with you. I've had a session with the shaman. I've been working with a shaman for like
Mm-hmm.
2 years now. It'll be 2 years in September. So we've done similar stuff.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I have,
Yeah.
okay, just kidding. I've always wanted to go to a shaman, but I've been too scared.
It's so they said to find like a spiritual coach or an energy coach when I was like, I really want to work on my inner child. Um, but the lady that I spoke to who like went and like trained with shamans and like did all of this stuff, she goes, you need to jump right in. She's like, go straight to a shaman. And so I was like, wait a minute. She's like, it's gonna scare you. She's like, but she was like, if you go too slow, you'll never get there. And I was like, okay. So I took her advice and I went, and it was rough, but it was worth it.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was worth it.
that's how some of the healing that you do sometimes is like sometimes it's best to like just dive right in instead of like taking your time. So that I actually understand that because that's how I have to do it with some clients. Some clients are like, well, I don't know, and I'm just like, shut up, just let me do this. I don't ever say that, but
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
but like let's
Yeah,
just do this.
my
I've gotta.
well, it's scary because once you start healing, you're able to remember more things, whether they be good memories or bad memories.
Mhm.
And that's what that's what always I enjoyed being oblivious to like my childhood like stuff. Like I knew it happened, but I couldn't remember it. And so when I started healing and I started remembering it, like it was rough. It was rough. So
Yeah, no, I totally
so what do
understand
we
that.
do here?
So basically, what I do is, let me just explain kind of the whole thing here. So I believe that our organs create these emotions like balls of energy, and those balls of energy can get stuck inside of our body, especially when they've been like overcharged, like too much of some of that emotion. And so what happens is when it gets stuck, it causes the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual discomfort in that specific spot that it's in. So for example, if you have a trapped emotion, sometimes it can like distort your tissues, causing physical pain. So that's where the headaches, shoulder pain, back pain, neck pain, knee pain, peaky pain, pretty much any kind of physical discomfort. That's where that discomfort comes from. And then it can also cause you to be really reactive. So like quick to anger, quick to sadness, quick to whatever emotion. And so what I do is I basically release those energetic, like those trapped emotional energies or any type of energetic imbalance, and we just release them. And then the physical pain, discomfort, or physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you feel better, or like the issue goes away completely. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes it. Yeah.
So, and then I also like to talk about the heart wall, which is like if you have any of these 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, low energy, fatigue, major health issues, foggy mission in life, relationship issues. So this could be like giving or receiving love, and then abundance and wealth issues. If you have any of those 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. And so what I do is, actually what a heart wall is our body has a natural self-defense mechanism to protect your heart, because your heart is like the most important organ of the body next to the brain. And without your heart, you're not getting blood to your toes or your fingers or anything else for that matter. And so what happens is it's almost like when you go through that trauma or abuse or a breakup, a divorce, or, you know, really stressful times, your body has this defense mechanism to basically scoop up those emotions and place layers over your heart, creating this wall, and it prevents you from all of it, causes those 10 symptoms. So what I do is I release emotion by emotion, and it typically takes anywhere from 3 to 5 sessions, just depending on who you are and what stuff you have there. And once that's gone, then those 10 typical symptoms either go away completely or they become a lot more manageable. So that's like the gist.
Wow.
Sorry,
Okay.
It's like a mouthful, but
no, I was reading about it because after I popped in your live when we like first like scheduled the, or when we first talked about doing this, I was like, okay, what's a heart wall? And I started reading about it. I was like, well, Jesus, stop calling me out. Like, it was like, yep. You know, it was okay. Woo.
Yeah. I totally understand. So, what physical symptom or mental symptom would you like to work on today?
Okay, so I would say, so a physical one that I've been experienced, there's 2, is like severe stomach pain, which I haven't had in a very, very long time. Insomnia, like when I tell you I can't sleep and I'm exhausted. And then I'm finding it hard here lately to like be emotional. Like if that, like, I'm a pretty emotional person. Like aside from being like an empath, like I'm a crier, I'm a hugger, like, and I found it like really hard here lately to allow myself to do that, and I don't know why. And I'm like, I want to cry because this is really sad, but I can't. Like, you know, things that typically would spark some sort of emotion, I've kind of been emotionless.
So you would say like numb, emotionally numb.
Yeah, but I still feel the feelings there, if that makes any sense. Like, I know they're there, and I know I would typically like have these feelings, but I can't feel them. I don't.
So you know that they're there, but you can't feel them. But yes, you can feel like,
them. Yeah. So like, me and my mom, my adoptive mom, we're having a conversation, and we always like cry together. And like, I was like unable to emotionally connect and cry about it. And I like, when I hung up the phone, I'm like, that's never happened before. And it's like I know my emotion should be there, but I guess you're right, numb. Like, I guess, yeah, that's it.
So
numb.
It's almost like, somebody said you can't express the emotions. Like you can't, it's almost like you can feel them, but you can't, you know that they're there, but you can't express them. So it's like kind of like feeling them in a sense. Okay. No, I totally understand what you're saying. Okay. So, so I'll let you decide. So actually, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the stomach pain?
Probably like a 6 or a 7.
Okay. And then how do you rate the insomnia?
Probably like a 5.
A 5. Okay. And then how do you rate the numbness? Like how numb do you feel? So like 1 being like you feel everything, and then 10 being like you could watch something and not feel anything.
I would say like probably like an 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Like yeah.
Okay. No, that's great. So I'll let you decide then, based off of those numbers. I would probably go with the emotional numbness, but as far as like physical, I would probably go with the stomach pain. So I'll let you decide which one you want to do.
Okay, let's do emotional numbness.
Okay, and then
let's do that one.
And then what was your age?
I'm 32.
Okay. Okay. You do not look 32. Oh my gosh. What the?
Oh my god, thank you. I'm literally about to be 30 next Friday.
Oh, well, happy birthday if I don't see you. And then, all right, let's go ahead. And so basically what's going to happen is I have basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to muscle test for and in behalf of you. So ask your subconscious yes or no questions and get yes or no answers on my finger. So like when they stay together, it means yes, and when they pull apart, it means no. And then I'm just using process of elimination to find out the emotion. So here on the chart, and then I will be releasing it using the magnet on the back here. Which is, I'm just going to be using the governing meridian, which is from the top of the lip all the way back to the tailbone, and it's all based off of intention. So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to have a quick moment of silence, and then we'll get started.
Okay.
Okay, and you're going by KJ now?
Yeah.
Okay, what was your name before?
Kat or Kathleen.
Kathleen, okay. Kat, okay, perfect. So, do you have a trapped emotions release now that is causing, sorry, my kids are. Do you have a trapped emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Maybe I don't want 1, 3, 5. So fear is the first emotion that pops up. When did this occur? 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, age 15. Does that resonate with you? Fear at age 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and release that. The nice thing about the emotion code is that we don't have to like revisit the trauma. All you have to do is just identify the emotion, the age that has occurred, and then release it, and that's it. Yeah? Okay, do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Wait, another one. Betrayal. When did this occur? Before the age of 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18. Do we need to know more about this? Do you recognize that one too?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's release that. If you want to say what it's about, you're more than welcome to, but you don't have to, okay?
Okay.
Okay, did we release that? Do you have another emotion to release now that's causing this emotional numbness? Maybe that one, 3. Confusion. Confusion typically means like signifies control, manipulation, gaslighting, you know, all of those things. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18. Do we need to know more about this? No. Let's go ahead and release that. You know what that one's about, don't you?
Yeah. That's when I first experienced I guess what manipulation was when I dated a guy who tried to destroy my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate that.
It's okay.
Okay, let's keep going. So, do you have another trapped emotion we can release now that is causing or contributing to this emotional numbness? Maybe I don't 1 through 5. Horror. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, age 26. Do we need to know more about this? No. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Maybe 1, 3. Another confusion. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, age 27. Do we need to know more about this? No. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? We've got a 1. Forlorn. Forlorn is kind of like feeling lost, forsaken, and forgotten. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. We need to know more about this. No. Let's go ahead and release that. You're doing great. Just keep taking big breaths, okay?
Yeah.
This is a lot, and these are really big emotions. And
Yep.
you're probably just one of those people that like you can't let go of anything because of the instability that you have, and it's really scary to let things go, right? I get that. It sucks. It absolutely
The
sucks.
well, the age 24 one, and Brandy's in here, is one of my best friends that I just made up with, who I stopped talking to right then.
So you haven't talked to her for 8 years?
Yeah, we just started talking like 2 months ago, and it's been like the best. Like, having her back in my life has been like one of the best things that has happened to me.
Oh, yay! That's so good. Oh. All right,
Yeah.
let's keep going.
Oh,
So
okay.
keep breathing. You're doing great. Do you have another trapped emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Wait, on 3. Another confusion. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17? Do we need to know more about this? No. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Maybe 1, 3. Self-abuse. Self-abuse is like being really hard on yourself. So when did this 10, 20, 20, 19, age 19? We need to know more about this. No. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Maybe 1, 3, 5. Blaming. So like being blamed or blaming yourself or just people blaming you. When did this get 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17? We need to know more about this. No. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Maybe not 1. Abandonment. When did this 10, 20, 30, 20, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24? We need to know more about this. No, same thing. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Maybe 2. Disgust. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, age 28? Do we need to know more about this? No. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this emotional numbness? Maybe even 2. Hopelessness. When did this occur? Before the age of 10, 20, 30, 32, age 31. Do we need to know more about this? No. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that's causing this emotional numbness? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it.
I'm gonna come back here.
And then go ahead and sit back down. Take one more big deep breath. How do you feel?
Better. Like, I feel like I don't feel numb, if that makes sense. Like, I
Yeah.
don't feel
Like blocked emotionally?
blocked. I definitely don't feel blocked. And I know while healing and dealing with all of the traumas that I'm like revisiting again, that it can happen because you kind of shut yourself off subconsciously.
Absolutely.
And this
Yeah.
feels really, really good.
Yay!
It's really good.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how numb do you feel then? We started at an 8. What would you say it is?
I would say I'm like a 3 or a 4.
Yay, that's awesome. We like pretty much cut it in half.
I'm very open to things like this. Like, and I literally felt it, and I felt very dizzy. And like, this is so weird, but right before I started and right before I went like live with you, I was like, hold on 1 second, because my stomach hurts. I was like, I think I may have to fart. So hold on a second. But like my stomach was hurting so bad. I was like, nope, it's just my stomach is hurting and I can't sleep or whatnot. And so my stomach no longer hurts. And I'm extremely tired.
Okay, no, that's
like,
awesome.
I'm like extremely tired. Yeah.
Normal. It's pretty normal. Usually when you release a lot of these emotions, sometimes it can take a lot out of you because, like I said earlier, you're one of those people that just loves to hold on to things and just like you can't let them go. So it's very unnatural for you to like be able to release all of this, which is really good for you to just be getting rid of this, because it's almost like to me, I feel like your life, right, like it's been like riding a bike with like holding the brakes on. Does that make sense? And like once you actually let them go, then it's just like, oh, like this is so much easier. But then it kind of feels like a little bit out of control, but in a good way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm a huge control freak when it comes to my life, and I'm like a planner and everything. There's always plans I have to know. And it's because of the way I did grow up. Like my biological parents wouldn't plan anything, wouldn't do anything. There was never like a plan. So I'm always having to have a plan, and I'm very like, I have to be in control of my life. And then it's hard for me to like let go of things. Like if we have a plan and we have to be there at 12 and I know I'm going to be late, I'm like, oh, I don't want to go anymore type.
Interesting.
Person.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like if we're not sticking to the plan, like I have like huge anxiety. I end up like being over emotional and like freaking out, and Ryan's always reminded me it's going to be okay. Like if we're only going to be 5 minutes late, or just because things change, you don't have to be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm so excited for you. So that's it. That's all we do. We just release our emotions. Huh?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all we do. We just release our emotions. And that we just release our emotions, and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So
yeah, I feel lighter. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it. Like I feel lighter, like I don't have this huge pressure on my chest, and like the world's silently collapsing inside my head.
Yeah.
Some of these things I didn't even realize I was still holding on to. But like the 19-year-old or the 18-year-old thing, when that's the first time I ever experienced like manipulation or whatnot, it's like it's insane, because we were like, that person is slowly starting to like pop up randomly, like just like either pictures or whatnot, and I'm like, this, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. It's almost like you're focusing more and more on them.
Yeah.
And it's probably becoming very exhausting for you, right? Because you're like, I don't know what to do with this information.
Yeah, hear about it, see these people. It's really exhausting.
Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! I'm so happy. I highly recommend a tall glass of water. I don't know if you meditate or like having the ability to go ground yourself, like go put your feet in the grass. Perfect. That's probably what I recommend for the next day or two. Just intentionally grounding for like the next couple days, and kind of taking it easy, because this was a lot for you, but it was so needed. So
it was so needed. I'm glad that you were able to like understand. Like, it's really nice to talk to somebody who gets it, who gets energy and how it is.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I
so
appreciate you.
yeah, you're welcome. I'm not always able to like verbalize it completely, but I am, for some reason, I feel like I have one of those gifts of like understanding people and who they are and why they do things. And maybe that's why you feel like you do. So cool.
Well, I think I'm gonna go. I would love to book another session with you, whether it be on live or privately or whatnot.
Okay.
I know my friend Brandy is in my life. She's gonna book a session with you as well too.
Perfect.
She's super into energy healing and all everything that I am too. And I think I'm gonna go ground myself too. I feel good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And you guys need to go follow her. She's amazing. So
follow this one too, you guys. And I know I'm on my backup, but still give her a follow.
Yay. Okay. Have a good night.
I'm gonna go. Yes, you too. Bye. Thank you.
Basically what we do here is we just release trapped emotions, you feel better. And if you would like to schedule a session with me, it is the first button in the link to my bio. And if you would like to enter to win, that's also linked in my bio. Just click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And I'm trying to think of what else. Is there anything else that we need to say? I don't think so. I think that's it. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm excited for your session. That's exciting.
Me too.
Awesome. So, have you done the emotion code before or?
No.
It says spiritual on your bio.
Yes.
Are you like a spiritual leader? Like what is that about?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say a leader. Just really been into spirituality. I'd say the last couple of years.
Awesome.
Just digging into that some more.
Super cool. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and what do you want to work on today?
Honestly, I don't know. I've only watched you a couple times, so I'm not sure how all this entirely works.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure.
Okay, that's okay. So we can work on anything physical. So if you have any like physical pain, like a headache, neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain, lower back pain, hip pain, knee pain, anything like that, anything physical. And then we can also work on anything that is mental or emotional. So like if you're feeling like super emotional, if you're feeling like anxiety, depression, PTSD, any triggers, anything like that.
Okay. I would say that I do have anxiety, just typically.
Okay.
So that is one of my big things that I work on a lot, especially in the spiritual piece of it.
Okay.
I have, when it comes to like body pain, I would say most of that would probably be in my shoulders and my neck.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the anxiety?
I would say probably around a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how would you rate the neck and shoulder pain?
I would say probably about an 8 or 9.
Okay, so probably the neck and shoulder pain or discomfort would be probably best, unless you prefer to work on the anxiety more. I'll let you decide.
No, I'll do the shoulder pain.
Okay, so is it like the shoulders, like with the neck, or like that spot right between your neck and shoulders?
Yeah, I would say it's like the spot right in between.
Okay. Awesome. And then how old did you say you were?
I am 41.
41. You do not look 41. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Let's see. Yeah. Today is the 4th. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and have a quick moment of silence, and then we will get started.
Okay.
All right, connect this proxy for you. So, neck and shoulder pain or discomfort. Do you have a trapped emotion we can release now that is causing this neck and shoulder pain? 1 through 5. Fear. When did this first 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17? We need to know more about this. No? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing your anxiety? Maybe 1 through 5. Conflict. When did this first 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17? Do we need to know more about this? No? Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this anxiety or this neck and shoulder pain? Maybe 1, 3. Confusion. Confusion typically means there's been like any gaslighting, manipulation, lying, any of that. So when did this first 10, 20, 30, 20, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24? Do we need to know more about this? Are you recognizing any of these emotions?
Yes.
Awesome. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this anxiety? 1 through 5. Conflict. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, age 15. Do we need to know more about this? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing your anxiety? Maybe 1 through 5. Conflict. When did this occur? 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 17, age 15. We need to know more about this. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing this pain in your neck and shoulders? Maybe 1 through 5. Blaming. So this could be like blaming yourself for other people's issues or being blamed for things that really were not your fault. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, age 26? Do we need to know more about this? No? Let's go ahead and release it. Do you recognize that one? I can see that you recognize that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing your anxiety or causing the neck and shoulder pain? Maybe 1, 3. Rejection. When did this go? 10, 20, 30, 40? So age 41. This was pretty recent. We need to know more about this. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion to release now that is causing your anxiety? Maybe 1 through 5. Conflict. When did this go? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, age 27? Do we need to know more about this? No? Let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Do you have another emotion we can release now that is causing your anxiety? Okay, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it. You know the drill. And then go ahead and take a really big deep breath when you're done. So he's causing the shoulder pain. I'm just going back to anxiety. Yeah, accidentally, but subconsciously her body wanted anxiety as well. So for some reason it just kept going back and forth. So
yeah, I noticed that, and it's probably connected, right? Like
absolutely.
That's why that pain is there. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
All right, go ahead and just take one more big deep breath for me. How does the neck and shoulder pain feel?
It feels better. And, the whole time you were doing that, I felt like a kind of a burning sensation, if that makes any sense at all. Like I just felt a lot happening back there. So once I got up and stretched and did that just a minute ago, I feel like a lot of it was released for sure.
Yay! That's awesome. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe, how would you rate the both the anxiety and the neck and shoulders?
I would say probably a 3 or 4.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. For both of them? For each of them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's so cool. So that's literally all we do. We just release trapped emotions and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So yay, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. This was wonderful.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
I don't. I just thank you so much. I'm going to look into this some more and, maybe book a longer session with you. That'd be great.
Awesome. I would love that. Yay. Okay, I will hopefully talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.